the universe, and
Apply today the nearest keys.
Bobby mentioned he met you. He said, quite the adventure.
Defend your answer. This man drew an answer. He said, Sarge, I don't know how much longer we can hold him. A plus, A plus. Why do we pay taxes? So we don't get arrested. I mean, they not lying. I give them an A. Tony practices the piano 20 minutes every day. What is the effect? He is a big nerd. Leave us musicians alone, okay? That felt a little personal. Words of the week. Write as many words with the same pattern. Uck, truck, buck, tuck, F word. Can you draw this ship? No. I love this kid. Honesty is the best policy. Defend your answer. This man drew an answer. It's I knew there wasn't going to be a second date when blank happened. Here we go. He stood up and I saw that his hips were wider than mine. His booty was on his back. No. When he ordered my food for me. You know, that's never been appealing to me. I don't really know why people like that, but I mean, to each his own, I guess. He told me he had just got out of jail for murder. Yeah, that's an instant no. No jail time, fam. When I showed up and he wasn't the guy I initially met, but swore he was, I don't even really know how that works. Like, what? And I realized he had on one long sock and an ankle one. I think maybe you might be a little too hard on bro. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he was really excited and was running late and just, you know, threw on what was clean. I don't know. I don't know. He was amazed at how I cut my pancakes into squares and then asked me to cut his the same way. Did you go out with a toddler? Like what? I knew there wasn't going to be a second date when blank happened.
Andre 3000 on the song Elevators from Outkast.
Y'all done got Kevin James out here as a meme after all these years. Yo, my homie thinks you're cute. Homie. The accuracy of this one, no real talk. Me after hitting no tip, turning the tablet back around. No, real talk though, like, I know that you know that I know that you know what the little question is. They be like, it's just gonna ask you a little question. Trick, you know that I know exactly what question it is. I mean, we might as well get the margarita picture, right? Me. Me when my friend posts a screenshot of our text messages on their story so everyone can see how funny I am. Because when I tell you that this is me, me and Babe after the Music Soul Child concert. This is the best one. Side note, not me on Yahoo Entertainment, but okay, purr. Y'all done got Kevin James out here as a meme after all these years. Yo, my homie thinks you're cute. Come here.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see my need. The whole city.
This is my problem with passport bros. Y'all go to these third world countries. Y'all get these women because, I can just get me a woman over here. She's going to sit down. She's going to shut up. She's going to do da-da-da-da-da.
And she's bad as well.
And she's going to be bad, right? But when a woman in America says the same thing, I want you to do this, 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 and that for me. I could be that stay-at-home wife.
You can't go to a
There's a problem. When we say it, it's a problem.
This is a flawed,
but passport
argument.
bros.
Where can I get this appraised? Quick, we gotta get the plates off. Open the garage. Let's go.
Hey guys, don't wait up. I'm working late tonight.
Can you get your tools?
I put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag. With love is fly.
Hey, what's happening? You reached the voicemail box of Dave Chappelle, man. I'm probably somewhere smoking right now. But thanks for watching Chappelle Show anyway. It was crazy.
Wait a second, we going back and forth? That's what we doing? Yeah. That's what we doing? We doing it now. Okay, cool. Hey, you know, the problem with your pimp is you just got to call somebody, and when you do call somebody, make sure you expeditiously explain the situation and make sure that it happened like that.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy Chico Bean, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm not available at the moment right now, but if you leave your name and number, I'll be sure to get back to you smooth. I promise you, big dog.
My G, we doing wild without him?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Hey, you mean, bud?
Tonight, make up your mind.
Net worth just hit $1 million. Dude, can we go spend it, like, at the Olive Garden? Well, I only have about 20K in my bank account, and I need that to live, so probably not. Wait, how are you a millionaire then? Assets. I just got my house appraised for $1 million, and I own it free and clear. So even though you don't have $1 million in your bank account, you're still considered a millionaire? Correct. A common misconception is that your net worth is how much you have in your bank account, when wealth is really tied up in assets like investments, stocks, and properties. Net worth just hit $1 million. Dude, can we...
I'm going to be aggressive because nobody wants to hear this, because what you want me to say today is...
What's your country's biggest flex on the rest of the world?
Well, as Germans, we obviously have to say world
Cars.
war cars.
Cars.
Yep, cars, definitely.
What's your country's biggest flex on the rest of
My brothers weren't groomsmen, so I made them my flower boys.
I met a rapper named Waka Flocka Flame. You know Waka Flocka? Now you notice I don't cuss. I'm one of the clean comedians. I don't cuss. I'm old school and I did it on television. That's all I studied for television. I had to do it clean, so I don't cuss, but I want to. I met a rapper named Waka Flocka Flame. You know Waka Flocka? Give it up. 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 What's the hell? What's the hell? Give it up. Give it money out. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Money. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. What's the hell? What's the hell? Give it up. Give the money out.
Please, if you experience any issues in your dealings with the distribution center, welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you? Oh, well, certainly. Back to it, then.
You need something, dearest? I keep whatever.
Welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you? Oh, well, certainly. Right. Come back if you need something else.
I was just thinking about you. If I can take a few things, I will. I...
How's the Still have questions? Go ahead and ask. See you later.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures.
Of course the American colonies is paying close attention. Heaven forbid something escape unnoticed. There is no one I would rather. Did you need me to? A good team always shares the load. I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
don't see what I know we're safe now, but I'm still a little... Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
Okay, now I've seen everything.
Hello.
Hey.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement. You saved him. You Vanguard really do take that above and beyond thing seriously, don't you? Fine work. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Clearest lesson I've learned, watching all these flight runs. Calm under pressure.
Looking to polish those flying skills? Well, the goal remains the same. Defeat as many opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. Defeat 3 tiers of opponents to complete the exam. Good hunting.
New targets active. All targets eliminated. Progress recorded.
stay and try your hand at the remaining enemy groups.
New targets active. All targets eliminated. Progress reported. Tier 4 reached. Initiating Tier 5. New targets active.
At least try to defeat us.
Haunting simulation. Well done. You can now either exit through the simulator hatch to log your results, or restart the exam from the cockpit's system terminal. Simulation reset. Prepare for your first opponent.
New targets active.
Target location imminent. We are hit.
Halting simulation. Well done. You can now either exit through the simulator hatch to log your results, or restart the exam from the cockpit's system terminal. set. Prepare for your first opponent.
New targets active.
Whew.
Looking to polish those flying skills? Well, the goal remains the same. Defeat as many opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. Defeat 3 tiers of opponents to complete the exam. Good hunting.
New targets active.
Simulation reset. Prepare for your first opponent. Simulation reset. Prepare for your first opponent.
New targets active.
polish those flying skills? Well, the goal remains the same. Defeat as many opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. Defeat 3 tiers of opponents to complete the exam. Good hunting.
New targets active.
done. You can now either exit through the simulator hatch to log your results, or restart the exam from the cockpit's system terminal.
Shutting down.
I find
Looking to polish those flying skills? Well, the goal remains the same. Defeat as many opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. Defeat 3 tiers of opponents to complete the exam. Good hunting.
My day is suddenly...
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
We've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. You may proceed, Captain.
Captain. Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next. Plan is for Hadrian to take the data from here.
Time for us to start getting some real answers, and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Having a good one?
The Great Serpent favors me to have put you in.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Well, only citizens can own property in New Atlantis. We also pay a discounted rate at any United Colonies merchant. And all citizens receive an ample credit disbursement upon joining. It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours. Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen? Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms? I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
at all surprised that the UC has such a massive space dedicated to secrets.
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors. The president has to wait out here.
Very well, I will wait. You go on.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get, which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am? Perceptive. I like that. I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. One final act of rebellion by the leadership that lost the Colony War. The trial was authentic. I faced tribunal with dignity, but my execution, staged. A lethal injection that was anything but. The cabinet at the time, long gone now, wished to keep me on as an advisor, and considering the other option, I was in no place to refuse. So I elected to trade my freedom for my continued existence. But such is the life of a soldier. To warrant my execution, the official charges I faced after the war were twofold. The first was the destruction of civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne, a battle during which those civilian ships were actively attacking my fleet. The other was ordering the bombing of the Londinian spaceport to halt the spread of the Terramorph outbreak there. The city and its citizens were lost, but countless others likely saved. And for doing what was right, I was put on trial, and my life irrevocably changed. Very astute. That's my daughter, my progeny, you've been working alongside. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. It was an attempt by the United Colonies to solidify its own legacy, forging a new generation of great leaders. They were raised by adoptive families made up of scholars and tacticians, trained at the United Colony's greatest scientific and military academies, displayed incredible promise. But by the time the Colony War came to a close, there was only Hadrian. But that's ancient history now. You have much more pressing matters at hand, with which I can help. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. Well, who better to find them? But many of them I knew personally, and I've always had a mind for details. Where someone was born, next of kin. You'd be shocked how often an otherwise brilliant criminal flees to the planet just next to the one where they were born, or where a family member resides. I simply use my own personal knowledge and the information our group collects for me to track them down and set things right. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it. Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps down the line, you might become a part of our team. And this might be something of a tryout. Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat. Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
I would move the stars for you. To what do I owe this pleasure? What have you got for me?
Yes?
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy. Surprised me too when I learned it, but the prisoner has proven useful over the years, and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know about this, all right? The Major doesn't have clearance for this sort of information, and she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current, very important work. Which is why I need you to keep this to yourself. Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing? Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question, but bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Allowing you to kill someone on behalf of the prisoner? Absolutely not. But taking the chance to bring a known criminal to justice? Well, the old man's been right more than a few times in the past. So, what's being put on the table here? Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch. So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed. The Den? It's a star station. Orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out.
Just doesn't add up. Spaceport has anti-Xeno protocols. How the hell does a whole herd of Terramors touch down undetected?
Greetings, citizen. Welcome to the UC.